being president of Somalia. The first time you became president back in 2012, you promised that you would bring terrorism in your country under control within a couple of years. Fast forward 10 years, Al-Shabaab is still going strong, so much so that they control large regions of your country. They even have a parallel government. What is your plan as of yet to tackle insecurity in your country?
Thank you, Zain. This is a very good question, and based on that experience of my past tenure, we have put Al-Shabaab is an organization that evolves very fast and adapts. So we have not done as fast as they did in the past, but now, after 5 years studying them and past experience that I had for the 4 years I was president, now we set a new policy in place. There was only a military policy. Now we added other fronts on the war against Al-Shabaab, and within 120 days, this is showing fruits now.
Can you give us more specifics as to what that strategy is? I mean, I imagine that if it's not just military, it's also about quashing their economic lifeline. It's also about finding ways to sort of limit the temptation of young men in Somalia to join the terrorist group in the first place.
Yes, we have been using a policy based on two pillars, and both two pillars were military based. One was to contain Al-Shabaab inside Somalia so that they cannot spill over to the outside world. That was one. It didn't work well. And the other one was degrading Al-Shabaab in terms of their leadership, targeting their leadership, targeting their training centers, targeting their facilities. This was absolutely a very good approach, but it was not enough. So both pillars of that policy was military based. This time around, we decided to increase and strengthen the military side of the operation, but we added two more fronts. One is new front, which is a war against the Al-Shabaab on the ideological base. And the second is a financial or economic base, where we wanted to dry out the taps of financial revenue for Al-Shabaab. And the ideological war, it is a war within the Islamic religion. Shabaab, they claim that they are Muslims, but in reality they are not. And what they are doing is anti-Islam. So we need to show the Somali people that this is a group of mafia shrouded with Islamic cover. So we need to uncover them and take the narrative of Islam back from them and tell the people. So we've established specific instruments for that, a new TV system, and a group of religious scholars, civil society groups, politicians. There is a huge force that works on that ideological war. And we are also working with other international partners to control the revenue that they are collecting inside Somalia, so that their financial flow will not be as it was in the past.
You're tackling them on multiple fronts, including economically, and also proving that they're not really who they say they are from an ideological perspective. I want to talk about how you're tackling them militarily, because we know that the Biden administration has sent 500 US troops to help the Somali government fight Al-Shabaab. What has been the tangible impact of those troops, and what more do you need at this point from Washington?
As I'm speaking right now in CNN International, the fight is going on in different parts of Somalia, and the United States forces in the ground are supporting the Somali National Army and other security forces who are in the fight. As late as last night, there was a joint operation against Al-Shabaab with the United States force and Somali forces as well. So